And it's your friend.
You know, we got like a real, real important show today. I don't want an
Yeah, yeah,
important one,
yeah.
another big one, but I'm gonna do one of my favorite things I like to do: play the intro. Hood hierarchy,
What it
mob
do?
tab. Every single episode, man, we're gonna give them a little background.
I know how I feel because I've been through that 1,000 times.
Lovely ghetto you, beautiful ghetto you, sweet
We made
ghetto
so
you.
much doing that.
I rely
I started taking that money throwing the concerts. Hey, 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 hey. It's your boy
Jill,
Uncle Beats in the streets like white lines on the corner like a stop sign. And who I got with me today?
you got your boy Snap G, the world's most known and famous and professional. Hold on. Sucker ducker.
Look out,
You
suckers.
did.
Look out, suckers.
Keep it
Man,
moving.
so we got a real deep show today. But first, if y'all want us to be all right, hit that like. If y'all want us to
Hit the like
survive,
button, man.
hit that subscribe. If you care, hit that share. If you own it, leave a comment. And if you want us to see us fly high, hit that notify.
Jill. Hey,
You
hey,
know
I got one thing to say.
what's that?
For those who are supporting, salute. For those who don't want to support, salute to you too.
Oh,
You dig? Don't
yeah.
jump on the bandwagon when the bandwagon is the bandwagon. Jump on that boy right now while we fixing it up.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You're a nicer guy than me, but hey.
Well, let's get to the business.
Man, you need to tell them what they do before they come in the crib, man.
Man.
See, that's why that stuff be like this, man. We gotta
Hey,
tell
man, I keep saying it. Don't nobody listen.
them. They
That's
don't
just
do
like, you know, I gotta treat people like they're my children, so I gotta keep telling you over and over again.
it. What you gotta tell
Wipe your feet when you come in my house, man. You know,
them.
next time you come up in my house and you don't wipe your feet, it's probably gonna be some violence, man. You know,
Oh,
wipe your
no,
feet
not
when
no
you come in
vibe.
my house.
Not no vibe. I was I was talking to my daddy about that little girl who didn't want the what you call it? What's the name of that? The Tesla? And he said, yeah, I'm like
Yeah.
Snap. She would have to get one. Wait, hold on before I forget to turn my do not disturb on. Yeah, he said, I'm like Snap. She would have to get one.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I got a
Hey,
question,
man,
man. I
them,
got a
them kids
question.
don't be realizing that, man. They just
I,
think everything's supposed to fall to their feet.
I got a question for you before we hop into this show. We got the one and only Never from Crucial Conflict, real live, legendary, and on top of that, we got the one and only Kelly Pitts, aka Young Prod from South Central Cartel.
Chill.
So
Yeah.
this is what I want to ask you first though, man. I ain't want to put my guess in this because I just want to hear what you think. What you got to say about J.Prince, man? Hmm.
I'm
How you
disappointed in J.Prince, man. I respect the dude, man. You know, I'm an advocate boxing fan.
right?
I love boxing. It's all I do. I live, breathe, eat, dump boxing.
Right?
And J.Prince got his hands in boxing. He even controls some of my favorite fighters. Well, I'm gonna say he managed some of my favorite fighters.
Mhm.
And for me to see J.Prince on the internet
Mhm.
talking about he got somebody got something took from them, so he posted a video of him And my little dude, Shakur Stevenson, talking about they got their merch, come holler at such and such if they want their merch back. And then they put the camera on Shakur, and Shakur has some of dude's stuff too. Like, yeah, we got this, just get up with. And I'm like, Shakur, what is you doing, man? Like, J.Prince, like, I respect the dude, bro. But now you done let this internet era get you sucked up into doing what they doing. With the takeoff situation, man, listen, why is y'all even speaking on that on the internet? Why is you even talking bad about who that Quavo? Offset, one of them.
Offset, yeah, Offset.
Okay, why is you even talking bad about Offset like that on the internet? What is you doing, bro? Like, I'm losing respect for dude, bro, because I ain't feeling what he doing. And his son, for some reason, dude just give me bad vibes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just give me bad vibes. And I know this is a rich, spoiled kid because you ain't had to struggle none of your life because your daddy been getting it since the 80s, probably the 70s. Feel what I'm saying? He bought the Ghetto Boys out. See what I'm saying? So, I don't know, bro. I'm just losing respect. I'm just losing a lot of respect for dude, man, because
I'm gonna tell you
he
what
acting
I
like he's
like about
25
it
years
don't
old or
like.
something.
The problem I got, I feel him, man. I know what it's like to be accused of something terrible that you didn't do. Just like when they was trying to accuse me of that kidnapping. Every time I get on the internet, here go a whole Facebook group talking about me, calling me stuff, accusing me of stuff I didn't do. So when the opportunity came for me to speak on it, I just spoke on it. So I'm gonna speak on it again when I want to, you know what I'm saying? So the thing about J.Prince, because I seen Offset say, why y'all keep doing these interviews about it, talking about my family? Why y'all don't do something to say like, hey, we don't think J.Prince had nothing to do with it? But on another note, J.Prince has got to figure out what he gonna be, man. Like, if you're gonna be a gangster, be a gangster. You know, a gangster ain't gotta explain itself. A gangster feel like, hey, if you got somebody gets shot, they got shot. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But one thing you better do, Snap, you need to check in when you go to Houston with J.Prince, man. So you could
I
be
almost
safe.
said something. I almost said
What
something, man.
you better check in.
I
Check.
mean, Texas, that's a cool place and all that there and the other, man, but I ain't got no business in Texas, period. Feel what I'm saying? And if I do have some business in Texas,
Snap, we going to
and
Texas
I can
next
see what
month
they
for
mean when
we
they
going to
say check
Texas
in.
next month for South by Southwest. What you mean you ain't got no business?
Listen, I can see what they mean when they say check in.
Right.
Uh, I guess they like we'll be your security team. You know, you come in, we're gonna make sure you're good. Ooh, that's how I look at it. I don't look at it as check in. You better check in when you come to my town. Nah, I just look at it. You know what I'm saying? I guess they trying to look out, but bro, I ain't on none of that. I ain't on none of that.
Okay, man. If y'all think
That's
y'all
that's
ain't
just
gotta
for them
be
artists, man. You know, that's for them
if y'all
artists.
think ain't gotta check in with J.Prince, then okay. But he the boogeyman. Ooh.
Well, he need to get off the
You know my
internet.
problem with him though, man. I ain't gonna get on him too bad. But my problem with him is just because you did business with Larry Hoover and they made money for you, you made money for them. That don't make you no gangster. This is a dude I remember reading up on him when I was a kid, and he was saying how he went to school in New York and he was an intern at Def Jam, and that made him want to go start rap a lot. So it's just like that ain't even you, man. So why are you trying to act like you a mob figure like the old man was?
Hey,
You know
but
what I'm
how do we
saying?
know though? We don't know if that's him though. It could be him.
Oh no, I know
You know what
it's
I'm
him.
saying?
That's what I'm saying. But
It
they
could
will
be
get
him.
you beat up. They will get you beat up
Now,
though.
my only thing about that is though, Beats, is the moment you start talking about that stuff, then people gonna start trying to decipher your words and trying to pick through your words and still try to prosecute you. Feel what I'm saying? If you not commenting on that, it'll go away. Trust me.
Maybe you
it'll
don't care,
eventually go
man.
away because you're not feeding it no energy. He constantly feeding that situation energy. It's gonna stay out there, bro. The bubble is gonna stay bubble. It ain't gonna bust.
Well, when I go to Texas, I'm checking in with Rap a Lot. Okay.
Um, but listen here. I know you deal with them.
Now don't be
You
putting me
got
in
people down there.
that takeoff and quit the Migos situation though. I'm just saying I'm gonna check in.
I'm just saying,
Okay.
like, bro, but you deal with them and you've been dealing with them for years.
Okay.
Actually, Rap was the first
Right.
company to even shed a light on us.
Right.
Feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I had nothing against. That's why I respected J. Prince. I'm just not liking what he doing. Get
Yeah.
off the internet, man.
I think
Don't
he is
you ain't got
real.
to explain yourself if you ain't do it. When you don't talk
Yeah.
about
What
it, the energy go away, bro.
with all that money he got though, like they say, he need to just call them, man. Yeah. Just like I had no problem calling Showbody when I got out here to Cali and called all my Cali homies and said I'm finna be here. I didn't have to get on the internet and say, yeah, I'm in California. I had to call them. But somebody who I can't say I check in with this person when I come to Chicago, when I'm at home. But guess what? Shouts out to my homie Never from Crucial Conflict, man.
Boom.
Legendary. Very legendary, man. He done been involved in so much stuff. Y'all forgive me if I lied and told him the interview was 30 minutes. I might talk to him longer. But y'all just forgive me because man, this dude is walking history. And I get to be around him and do stuff with him, and it's just like he amazing. Without further ado, the wait is over. Let me bring y'all Never of Crucial Conflict. There we go. Oh, oh.
What's up with it,
Yeah.
B?
What's up,
B,
family? What's up with you, man?
what's going on, people? The guy,
Man, I see you rocking that Chicago legend. Shout out to bad guy Arnold.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
you know it, bruh, sus, they team bad guy, you know.
Yeah, man. Good to see you, man. See you got the
Hey,
plaques up.
hey, hey, Beast, I got a story for him.
Oh, straight up.
Yeah. 2002, Cook County Jail, man.
Uh-oh, Cook County
They
Jail.
brought you in there. They brought you to SEG.
2002,
They put you in
2002
the
Cook
cell.
County.
They put you in the cell with me.
Get out of here
You
for
remember
real.
that? Hey, look, because
Yeah.
when I woke up, I looked down. I say, man, this nigga got some fur Air Force Ones on, man. What the?
Oh yeah, you was in my cell then. If you saw
Yeah.
them first Air
Everybody trying
Force
to get you to
One.
Wow.
rap. You like, man, I ain't on that right now, man. Fall back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. They brought you to SEG, and I was in the cell, and they threw you in the cell with me. Yeah.
Yes,
Wow.
sir.
I remember that.
Yes, sir.
Man, that's real dope, man.
Hey, yeah,
Wow.
I did come in there one of them times. I know it was one of them times I came up in there with
You was in there
the.
for a brief moment. I don't think you stayed, but
Yeah,
when they brought you
I
in
ain't
there,
stay no
they
long time.
nah, you was in there for a brief moment. Everybody from out west recognized you. Hey, hey, hey. You know, they're that bored.
Yeah,
Man, go on,
you
bust
already
something.
know.
Like,
Wow.
nah, man, I ain't on that.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Ain't that
I was just sitting back and I was just trying to do what I had to come do.
Right.
You know.
right? Hey, yeah, so let me ask you this, Never, since he brought that up. Like I told you before, right, man, I be looking at like Kodak Black and all of them, right? And I be looking at times like when y'all was at the top of the world and never be locked up. Like, how did that feel being in jail, being a star like that? Like, did it affect? Like, how did it feel?
Like, it was what it was. Like at those times, like the situation was give or take. You know, still on the street, but you still doing music too. You know,
Right.
type of thing. I mean, I was still on the block, so when the album came out, we was traveling, but we came back home, so I was always tucked up in in the cuts on the west side somewhere.
Right.
I always stayed in the hood. We ain't never like go get big crib somewhere and be gone.
Right.
You know, we was always in the city.
Right. I get it. I get it. So
Yeah.
let me ask you this. What was it like? First of all, like, where you get your style from, man? Because like nobody rap like the closest thing to your style is Wild Style, and y'all in the same family, so that where did the style come from, man? Because it can't be duplicated.
Well, I don't know. Well, I mean, when we came up in the game, like at first I started off, it was just me and before I was even in Crucial, before we was even in Crucial Conflict, or I was in the group, or like I was with Rec, like Triple Doggers, I was with the Rec. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
okay.
I was on another side of it. I was over there by the Hornets. You know what I'm saying? I was on
Right.
the Lake Street, Henry Hornet, Rockwell over there on that end. So
Very, very
like
dangerous in.
yeah, like so we was coming up with like the styles back then. That was like I mean it was like all hip hop then. So like
Right.
whatever hip hop was back then was like you had your Rakims and your Rakim or KRS-One or NWA or Scarface back in the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like our style was like it was fast, but it wasn't even rodeo yet. It
Right.
wasn't even rodeo yet. We was flipping. We was coming up with all type of creative like patterns and styles.
Right.
You know, writing
So what?
songs. Matter of fact, we was writing songs too. We wasn't even just rapping. We was writing melodies with songs. We
Right.
was writing songs before we even wrote raps. We was writing songs. So
So
like
did y'all have underground tapes before like Hey and stuff came out?
before Hey came out, yeah, we had it was underground mixtapes throughout the street before Hay
Okay.
hit.
Yeah, I know y'all did, because guess what? It was terrible. See, I went to Kennedy, right? And a lot of dudes from like the clear course and like out west used to go to school with me too. So we'll be battling. So I'm coming in rapping how I rap, like I don't know, NWA, Easy type.
Yeah,
So they get to rapping. So I'm like, man, I can't do nothing with this, right? So
right,
finally my homie say, man,
right.
he can't even rap, man. That's Crucial Conflict that he rapping, man. I'm like, what? What is Crucial Conflict? I'm like, so he biting somebody's style? And then it happened when I seen, I'm getting ready for school one day and I see the box and y'all bouncing around on that. I'm like, man, what is this? And I'm like, oh man. And even though it wasn't the same raps, I could hear the style, right? I'm like, man, I think these dudes from the shot. So like, what was
Yeah,
that like once y'all had a video out? Because videos cost real money back then.
Hey
Like, did
man,
they?
oh
hey
yeah,
for real, man. Y'all pioneers of Chicago, man.
Definitely.
It was only Twister before y'all. Feel what I'm
Right.
saying? And
real talk.
then y'all, then probably Do or Die. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But all three of them groups, from Twister to y'all, Do or Die, all y'all pioneers of Chicago. The first three major
no doubt.
groups,
No
the first
doubt.
three major ones that came out of the city, man. We had
Yes,
Common
sir.
too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put
Yeah,
four.
come.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was
Yeah, no
Common,
doubt.
Twister, y'all, Do or Die.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
everybody was rocking with it though. Like that's the thing. The whole city was supporting it. And even
No
this
doubt.
during the
Yeah,
time that
yeah.
we we had more of a gang banging, especially on the south side. We had more of a gang banging mentality about things, but
Wait a
we
minute.
were still rocking.
Hold
We were
on.
still rocking.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
In
You
that
saying the
order. In
gang
that order.
banging? You just got this dude coming here in the hood and you ain't even screen him? That's the way you
Oh, I
from?
thought that's what you was gonna do, brother.
Oh man, I thought you was supposed to be
Hmm.
one of them guys, man. You supposed to
Man, hey,
we gotta get we know he from
Hey,
Chicago. He got it on his
yeah, I
shirt.
mean,
But
what
okay,
we
end you?
well,
Well, yeah. What end you was on? What end you was on? You was on the south side.
who me? I was in a nice part of town called Country Club Hills. I'm gonna rep two C's. You know, see, y'all be thinking I'm throwing up crucial conflict when I'm throwing up the two C's. I'm repping
Said
Country
you
Club
throwing the
here.
country club.
Now, now, actually, me and this dude here, I was on 56th in Winchester and 55th in Bishop. That's where I was at. Now, how I
Yeah.
end up being down with the Vice Lord crew doing the rap thing, I don't know, but
Right.
it happened. I'm glad it
hey,
happened.
money is
Hey.
the color of green.
But
Feel what
see,
I'm saying?
Mm.
Ain't
they don't
nobody.
even snap. They don't even gang bang, man. Ever. Now, everybody. When I met him, he had folks with him, and I didn't even know they
Yeah.
was folks. We didn't even care. We didn't even like, hey, what is you?
No, listen to me,
Yeah,
bro. What I was just telling them.
right,
We knew what y'all was, but we didn't care. Y'all
right.
representing the city.
But still, man, I want to know what
Hey.
type of dude is
Yeah.
you,
Period.
Snap. I'm trying to screen him, and he turns around and screen me, man. You see what I mean, man?
Ah,
He still didn't say
you
where
know what
he
I'm
was
saying?
from. He say,
That's
"Now where
called
you
reverse.
from?"
Hey.
Hey, but now, hey, tell everybody where you from,
Look,
man.
back
A
then.
lot of people already
Back.
know, but
Go ahead. Go ahead.
just tell everybody where you from. You know what I'm saying? The hood, city, all that. You know, a
But
lot
we
of people
want the
know, but
hood.
just for
We
Well,
those
want
who
where you
don't.
from
of
when you
course,
was
they
doing the
already
dirt,
know
man.
the west side. They already know we was from the west side. We came out stomping grounds from the west side.
Okay,
Repping the west side of Chicago when we came out '96.
Well, let
all
me ask
right.
you this
But
question, Snap. I know the answer. I don't want to answer it for you, but we normally ask people what restaurant. But I'ma just. I know you want to say Harold's, but I know you got to be specific for the West Side. But Harold's or Uncle Remus?
Uncle Ring,
I knew he
See,
was finna say that,
see
man.
that?
I knew
See
he was
what he
gonna
had
say
to
that.
do, man.
Uncle
See.
Come on,
Ring.
man. Come on, man. See, there we go. Now we finna go back to this
Yeah,
county jail, west side, south side stuff, man. You remember that? You remember
y'all
that,
can't.
man.
That's the sauce. The sauce, man. Uncle Rim's got the sauce.
You know what? Honestly, I've never eaten Uncle Remus. So when I go to LA to mess with Kelly Pitts, I'm going to Roscoe's
You going to
and I'm
Roscoe?
gonna go to Uncle Remus and we gonna get it like that. So hey, you know something Never that you just gave me when you said y'all from the West Side? I never knew you was over by the Hornets too.
I used to
Yeah,
stay over there.
You did.
yeah, we,
I
yeah, we
did.
was
I
by the
stayed on
horn.
Maypole Horn.
You did. You sure
Oh
did.
yeah, you was right around the corner then.
Yeah,
You was right
Yeah.
yeah,
off
I did.
Western.
But see, that was around 2000. That was around 2000. So I think them buildings was down by then, wasn't it?
All right. See, I was over there in 87, 86, 87, 88.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And
then I
that's
moved to Cape Town. I moved to Cape Town in '91. You know what I'm saying? I moved to Cape Town in '91, further west. You know, that's where I
okay.
met Cole Hard and Wild Style and Kilo.
Okay.
You
So
know,
how did y'all figure out that each other rapped?
KTM parties. It was
Okay.
these DJ man. We used to throw these parties in the basement. At first it was on the first floor, and then we cleaned out the basement and made the KTM party. And rappers,
Okay.
like at first it just used to be house party.
Right.
House party time. '91, '92. That was around house party time. Everybody was house party.
Right.
So at the
Hmm.
end of the house party, the DJ had thrown instrumentals, and rappers from different neighborhoods would be in the party
Right.
and get on the mic, and you would be able to see like every week. Like we used to throw the parties all the time, so niggas would come guys will come. My bad. They'll come
Yeah.
every week and do their thing at the end of the party. So we got
Right.
to identify who was some of the coldest on the
Right.
end. You know, that's where we ran into each other in the KTM party. But like Cold Hard probably ran in the Wild and Kilo before that.
Right.
You know, but I ran into him. I ran into them in that time frame.
So y'all all got together and made history, huh?
Yeah, in that order.
Speaking of history, not to get in your not to get in your business or nothing, but it is French benefits of having a friend like you. So I definitely wanted your I know you're not a stunner or nothing, but I wanted some of your plaques in the background just so people can understand that you're serious. And
Yeah.
I want to know hold on, we just got a long comment they finna cut in. See, we call our people in the comments, we call them the streets, and we gotta always
Well,
respect the
hey,
streets.
what
Wait,
Cali
hold on,
girl West
Snap. We
Coast
got
was
a
about to
long we got a
ask him. I
long
was
comment.
finna ask him the same thing. But
Oh,
go
you
ahead,
did?
Beats. Yeah.
Oh, you read the comment?
Yeah,
Okay.
go read a comment.
Oh, they finna send me somewhere. They said, how did it feel when this is Kelly Girl West Coast checking in? She said, how did it feel when Bone Thugs, uh-oh, when Bone Thugs came out and became so successful with what y'all were doing anyway? how,
Oh man. I would just say this, like at that time I was young. I was like probably about 17, 18 years of age, trying to get up out of situation myself in the neighborhood. And I really wasn't like focusing on a lot of like people outside the city,
right.
Right.
but I was trying to get out my city and go somewhere and become something. So to like, for somebody else doing the same type of energy or rhyme patterns or styles or 4-man group, rapid, chemistry of, the similarities was like kind of the same. Back then people could probably compare. But, I wasn't even focusing on like beefing with or, nobody at that time. We was trying to make success, you know.
Okay,
Uh
but even
It
though you
happened.
wasn't focusing on it, it was a beef, and
yeah.
records were made. I listened to them to this day,
Words was
right?
said and records was made.
So
Yeah.
let me ask you this: what
hmm
squashed that beef?
Time.
Time.
Time heals everything,
Time.
man.
Cause if you really think about it, we never, in actuality, the beef was between created by friends.
Right.
It was created by multiple opinions by multiple fan base
Right.
who would probably, when Bone got around their fans, probably would say, "Hey, y'all sound like or look like Crucial," or and when we got around our fans and they say, "Hey, y'all rap like sound like a Bone."
Hey,
So it was like
didn't all y'all
opinion
have
based,
hair
which
too, man?
caused the
Didn't all y'all have hair too?
Yeah, all us had the same resemblance. The resemblance was like kind of
Right.
crazy.
Yeah, that's
Like
crazy.
hair, the braids, 4 men, like yeah, it was like the rapid
No.
speed, but they had the harmony. They sung. They had the harmonization with the with that. You know,
Know what's
then that
crazy?
that was the difference.
I never even thought that Bone sounded like y'all. Or y'all sounded like Bone. It was like y'all
Yeah,
just like represented the streets of Chicago, like so. Y'all represented the dude on the corner, which I was so hard. Like I felt what
yeah,
Bone was doing, but they was just coming. It wasn't Chicago slang to me, so it was
No.
just different.
Midwest. It was Midwest.
It was Midwest,
We
right?
had we all had a Midwest energy. That was like a Midwest energy. We was all like 5 hours, 6 hours away from each other anyway.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? And on the land, we only like 5, 6 hours away. So I'm sure people travel and
right.
brush their shoulders. A DJ will be here and play a thing or two from another segment, a township and carry it 5 hours away and play it over there.
Right.
Mhm.
Swing it back over here. You know,
Right.
we all in the
Right.
same. You know, it is what you
Right.
know. But the beef, I think that was just pretty much created by the fan base. We never met each other to have no beef with each other. It
Right.
was never like you stepped on my shoe, you took my girl, none of that. You stole something from me, my idea, none of that. Like we never met each other to even do it. It was like a thing that happened in the air
Now,
and it,
now,
it came down.
now let me ask you this, right? Let me ask you this. Being from Chicago and being street tribe affiliated, like, could you even really care about some rap beef when you done came from the streets where stuff is like it's going on every day, every other block?
Nope, didn't really care about it. Like we was trying to get up out of a situation.
Right.
Shit. Things was rough.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
Things was rough. So like we was coming from the street, literally from the
Right.
street,
Right.
trying to come into entertainment world and be successful and be around people who was on another level with it. Like
Right.
they was already somewhere, and we just came from this little hole in the wall somewhere
Right.
in the city and come up in the world.
Gotcha. Well, let me ask the question I was finna ask before the streets chimed in. So them plaques you got on the wall, what are them from? I know you got more than them too, but I just want to know what them from.
Belly, crucial albums, the soundtracks from Bill Bellamy, How to Be a Player, yeah,
Oh yeah.
movies, Rhyme and Reason. So I got three soundtracks. That's How to Be a Player, Rhyme and Reason, Belly, and then of course the crucial joints. You
Dope.
know,
For the record, this is my personal opinion. I told him this too. I told Wild Style. I think Bogus Man probably one of the hardest beats that ever touched the earth. Like when you first heard that beat,
bogus
what did you
man.
think about it?
Yeah, that was one of the ones that was like the chemistry of the sound. Instantly when it came on,
Right.
it captured whoever. I don't care where you was at. If it came on and you heard that sound,
Right.
you're gonna be like it's gonna be like a magnet to you. It's gonna grab you, and you're gonna want to hit a rest of it. It's gonna tune you in, grab you. So that sound right there from Bogus Man, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Right.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, on some Sesame Street type of,
Right.
while I was in there like dun 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 dun
Yeah,
dun
man.
dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying? He was playing with that. You
I
know,
don't think Dr. Dre can mess with him, man. I think it's just politics, man. I tell him that all the time, man. Wild
it's
style.
always politics.
Wild style is so cold. Speaking
Wild
of
coldest,
speaking of
wild
y'all
coldest,
older songs, before we move on to newer stuff,
underrated, kept secret.
y'all
Wow.
made another song, right? Y'all made a song that I think if the people today go back and listen to it, they would understand how to do what y'all did without having all these problems. But when y'all made that song,
You should have broke it to the left, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
uh,
when y'all made that song, right? Y'all didn't diss nobody on it. Y'all just represented,
yeah,
right?
yeah, we just rapping. We just representing our telling the bros to like get it together. We was just telling ours to like get it together because they was tripping. It wasn't no offense to the guys, but the bros was like fighting each other.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Bros was fighting each
it's
other, and
it's
we
an
was just
inside
saying
story to everything.
you should have just kept it. You should have just kept it where from gate one where it should have been, from the root of it, what it should have been, from the structure of it, how it should have been, the whole orchestration of it, what mission we was on. That's what we should have been on. We shouldn't have been like crashing with each other and clashing with each other to the point where we killing each other. Your own
Right.
people, your own kind.
Right.
It's inside on the inside. It's a killing on with on in with on. It's too crazy. Like, and
Right.
we was just telling the bros like, you know, cut it out. You know, you should have just kept it. Forget about one what your branch is from the beginning of it. You was that.
Right.
You was one thing. When you start branching off into all this other idealization, because everybody got ideas, and that's where everything
Right.
crash at. God was like, told the devil was like, you got some ideas of your own, go ahead.
Right. So
You
let me
know,
ask you this. Have you ever performed that anywhere and people that broke it to the right wasn't too fond of the idea of that song?
sure,
Straight
yeah,
up.
yeah, and it always happened at home. It
Always at
always
home.
happened close to home. I wouldn't say at home,
Right.
where like we ain't never had no problem with GDs
Right.
or until we like anywhere in America, no
Right.
problem with GDs.
Right.
But anywhere close to home, when it came to that, like on the outskirts,
Right.
it was like a problem.
Right.
You know, little townships on the outs. You know,
Man, I,
little
I
couple
just
couple
appreciate you,
shows.
dog, because
Yeah.
you allowed me to pay some bills, man. And it's like people that let me make some money with them, man. I just, it's just you just always special to me, man. Because I didn't have to hang around and be the groupie. It's like to this day, to just a couple months ago, we did a show. It's like y'all
Yeah,
always
real
made
talk.
sure that I got some bread, man, and I really appreciate it. You do it to this day. But
Man, I appreciate you on that same end. That's a two way. That's a two way. I can say that too about you.
right,
Yeah,
okay,
you always made sure we had some bread.
yeah, man, y'all just always make it work, man. And it's like it's just dope to, cause when
Peoria,
when
when we
when your
went down to
homeboys is
Peoria,
legends, man,
ooh,
it's just dope anyway, right? But I gotta, you gonna say something now?
nah, I
Yeah,
was just
I was,
saying
I,
when we was in Peoria. Nah, okay, go ahead, bro. I thought you was talking to me.
Oh yeah,
When
I
you
was
brought us down to
going.
Peoria.
I don't know if you want to chime in on this, man, but I want to know about what do you think about what Hassan Campbell was saying about J. Prince Jr.
I ain't
Say it
hear,
again.
I ain't hear what he
Hassan
said.
Campbell, the little podcaster dude. Y'all probably don't even know him.
I know who he
Well,
is, but I ain't hear what he said about him.
I
Yeah,
ain't hear it.
he was
I
kind of
know he
getting
be
down
getting
on,
outlandish though,
you
but
know. Yeah,
y'all worked with
he was
Rap a
getting
Lot.
outlandish,
Have well,
huh?
y'all worked with Rap a Lot before, right?
Crucial?
Yeah.
Nah, we ain't never rap. We ain't never do nothing with rap a lot.
Oh, y'all did.
That was do or die.
I
Oh yeah, do it. That was on Rap.
yeah,
I
do or
know who
die
you
did
have
rap
worked
a lot.
with. You worked with 3 6 Mafia.
Yeah, them our people. That's our
Yeah.
people right there.
What was that
Triple Six
session like
Mafia.
when y'all did that bogus Mafia
Couple
song? What was
times.
that like?
Well, a few times with them. Like,
Well,
but
yeah, I know
it was
Project Pat love you.
it was always they always showed us good hospitality when we came down to Memphis.
Right.
I was born in Memphis, so that's I was born there. So like every
Oh, okay.
time I come there, like I feel some type of way anywhere because that's where I came from.
Right.
So when I came back home, I can say that. And when I came back home and we did the song with Triple Six Mafia,
Right.
I'm like, that was like that was kinfolk to me.
Okay. Yeah, man, I loved it. Man, classic record. Classic record.
Yeah.
What about
Yeah.
working with Kels?
Kills, that's an incredible situation working with bro. You know what I'm saying? He
Right.
a different he different. You know what I'm saying? He definitely a different individual. He also similar to a lot of us, but
Right.
brother, he just, he in his own lane with things. You know what I'm saying? Like he kills, like he big kills.
Right.
Like that's how it was. Like he big kills. So we came in there. We had a big name at the same time too. Even when we was like, when we was doing the song, not trying to do it, when we was creating the song Ghetto Queen, like
Right.
that whole experience with him. Like he was playing basketball at the same time. We was at the studio putting it together. He brought us in,
Right.
and he went and played basketball a little bit
Straight up.
while we did the song. You know. And then we went
Right.
to the basketball joint. We went to hoops. We went over there. We went over the hoops, and we said, "Yo, we finished with the joint."
Right.
Like, come on. We went back to the studio. He like, yeah, but he wasn't in
Right.
the room. He was like, he brought us in. He was like, I'm gonna let y'all do y'all thing, type of thing. Y'all do y'all
Right.
thing. I'm gonna go shoot basketball. But it
Wow.
is, big shout to Kel. It still was a cool experience. You know what I'm saying? It still was a cool experience. And yeah,
You
it is what it is.
do history
You
in the
know.
making, man. You know another thing that that me and Snap was talking about earlier that I was just like I remember I go to the movies and I'm there with a young lady watching a movie. Then out of nowhere I see those guys from Chicago on the screen. You know what movie I'm talking about, Snap?
Belly.
Legendary, legendary, right? So
Yeah.
Hey, it kind of threw me for a loop too. I wasn't expecting that when they all
yeah.
came out
Yeah.
that stove. Yeah, I'm like, whoa, I know these
The strip
notes.
club. It was strip club.
Yeah,
That strip club. Yeah.
How did
Nightclub.
that come about? Like, how did tell us about that, man?
Bro, well, Hype Williams,
Right,
Andre. I'll say our brother Andre is
right,
pretty much the reason why how that all happened. Blunt,
right,
Mr. Blunt.
right,
He he had a song called Smoke. It choke. Pick on the fly from the blunt.
right,
But the sound engineer for the song was Andre.
right.
Andre did the sound engineering while we was doing the video, and they come to find out they was related.
Oh,
Him and
okay.
Andre, Blunt and Andre was related, but also Andre and Hype Williams related.
Dope.
So it's just like the chemistry. That was like Blunt and my brother Andre. That's how that happened.
Yeah,
Got us to go to the auditions. We went to the auditions and we auditioned. Wu Chang
you,
that was there. Shaheen was there. Like,
wow.
and yeah, we got the parts. We ended up getting the parts.
I don't. I'm Chi Town all day, man, but I ain't appreciate y'all getting down on Method Man like that, man. I'm gonna just tell you, man.
He
I kind of
said
didn't.
he
I
ain't
kind of didn't
appreciate
like that, man. But
only in the
I'm
movies.
I'm gonna roll with it. But
hey,
let's
hey,
move.
hey, no, man, they killed me when dude had that banana, man. That was the crazy part of me.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
missed that part. I didn't even get to go when they got to shoot that scene. I
oh,
got
okay.
locked up again. So
Hey,
Yeah,
man. Speaking of that, man. Let me ask you something. I'm not gonna go into the details, right? But I know you had. I know you had a Fed case, right? What was it like when you was in the joint? Like, the people know who you were?
yeah, but I had I had situations where people actually found out who I was.
Right,
And the weirdest part about that whole thing, like I ain't do no long time or nothing, but the whole situation was just being in the Fed, how they do things opposed to how the state do things or whatever.
right,
But like just being up in that whole thing and seeing that in a whole nother state though, like
right.
being wrapped up in that is a little different for us. for a minute, you know. For a minute.
Right.
Hey, but no, real talk. The funniest part about that was that the prosecutor,
Right.
the prosecutor who was trying to hang us,
Knew who you
he knew
was.
who I was.
Wow. Straight up.
And he knew who I was. Yeah,
Wow.
he took me in the back and talked to me for a little bit about that too. Like, bro, I couldn't even understand why you even here.
Wow.
But
Boy, he
Wow.
like,
gave you that little script. You got a chance, man. You got a
He a
chance.
fan, huh?
yeah, it was one of them type of little episodes right there,
Yeah.
scenarios. You know, change
Yeah.
it, do the right thing, go on the other way, get up out of there.
Yeah, I'd have been
Well,
agreeing with him. Yeah, just
uh,
make sure you don't hit me upside the head,
well,
man. Whatever you talking about.
obviously
Yeah,
you listened because
yeah.
that new I gotta tell you something, right?
I mean, I went in there like this. I ain't finna tell on nobody but
Of
myself.
course.
I'm gonna tell you what I did, but
Right,
I already know you don't know I ain't do too much.
Right.
right.
Right. But but
But yeah,
one good thing, we rhyme, right?
yeah,
So everybody playing their music, right?
yeah,
Cold Heart let me hear some of the greatest stuff ever. I'm playing my music. So I say, hey, never.
yeah.
What you got in that phone? I want to hear that album you and Direct working on. I want to hear it now. I know you got it. And boy, you you oh man, you put that on,
Blew your
and
mind.
I'm like, man. So like, how did it feel to finally knock out an album with the person you started with?
That was full circle. That was like long overdue. Real talk, the album was gonna be called Long Overdue because the
Okay.
whole idea of it was like, we supposed to been doing stuff, but it was long overdue. You
Could
know.
could you could you please tell everybody the name of the album and where they can find it?
Yeah, you can. The name of the album is Operation Decimation. You can find that on all your social media platforms, and you can pull it up anywhere. Operation Decimation, Direct and Never, Triple
Direct
Dark,
never.
Triple Darkness, and Crucial Conflict. You feel me?
And uh I gotta get my boy Direct on here, of course. But with that album, tell us some of the people you got featured on, because y'all got one feature that got me with a whole new respect for this dude because he reaching back. But tell me some of the features on the album.
Man, we got our people on there. This is just, it's a Chicago locked in situation. So of course we had the family members
Right,
from that been around.
right.
We had the Triple Darkness on there. The members
Hmm.
from there. The Drama Ward. Rec been holding the situation down. Drama Ward, the whole darkness,
Right,
psychodrama, triple darkness, the underground scene. Period. They've been holding that down. So of course, triple darkness, psychodrama, Twister, like
yeah,
Do or
definitely.
Die, Beto from Do or Die. You know,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah,
and my brother, wow, from
right.
from Crucial, he came and blessed that joint, man. And this God, that's God right there.
Hey man, that last show we was at, the one with Project Pat there too. I almost
Yeah,
felt like I was at a family reunion, man. Y'all brought the whole crew out to
yeah,
perform, and I'm like, man, everybody here, man. I'm just like, this is just the dopest thing ever. I'm like, see, with me, man, I wouldn't be nothing without y'all. I wouldn't. I would. Y'all was like the biggest group that I was attached to. That I was really attached to. So anytime I'm anywhere with some other rapper and y'all there, I come and
that's right.
snatch y'all and say, I don't care what you say, you coming on the stage with us right now. I came and grabbed you. I said, man, get over here with me, man. Get over here, right? Because
Yeah,
I was just so happy you was there, man. And it's like, I'm glad to be here to give you your flowers, man. I guess we can finally let him go because I gotta bring my South Central Cartel brethren on here. But he said 1 second, y'all. But yeah, man,
Hold on,
this
find the mic. It's on my earbud.
this is real. This been real dope having him here, man. I've been
Yeah,
neglecting the streets. I'm sorry, y'all, for not
yeah.
responding.
You got to talk to the streets. Talk to the
I've neglected
streets.
the streets. We got Young Nook on there saying classic. Ellie Who said dope conversation from the west side. We need brotherly love. We got that. It's just man, everybody just go check out the album. Y'all gonna always see me rocking with Never, rocking with Crucial. This my family, man. They
Yes,
put me in the
sir.
game, man. Nothing but love, man. I
Hey,
appreciate you, brother.
Beats, baby. You the man.
Man, you the man, man.
Much
You is the
respect, bro.
man.
Much respect.
Yes, sir.
Much love.
And I will be to see you soon, man. I got my boy Kelly
Salute,
Pitts
bro.
around.
Stay good.
Yeah,
You know, if you need well, I talk to you all the time. I
we
was
gonna
gonna say
turn it
if you
back.
need me, hit me, but you know that's family, man. So yeah.
Yeah, in that
Anything you
order.
need to say before you get out of here, man?
Hey, go get the album, Operation. That's amazing. And be on the lookout. Be on the hey, Crucial finna drop something. The Flick finna
Ooh.
drop something. I'll just say that. The Flick finna drop something.
And guess what? I've heard some of the songs already. Murder.
Yes, sir.
Man, I'm gonna see you soon, brother. I love you,
Hey,
man.
love. Hey, I
Keep being
appreciate
you,
y'all
man.
having me on here.
All
I love
right,
you,
bro.
family.
That's what's up, man. We appreciate you.
Definitely.
Yes, sir. No doubt.
Woo, that was dope, man. That dude is dope, man.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
just, man, he just dope, man. I be saying, listen, I be like,
Smoking
he
on hay.
he's one
Yeah.
rapper, right? I be like, man, how is he doing this? It's like I can bite anybody. See, that's the difference from Bone. You can rap like Bone. You can't rap like Never. You can bite Bone and recite. You can't rap like Never. Man, then man, my next dude, man, this dude here, man. I don't know what to say about him, man, because it's like once I got with him, man, we just been tight as could be, man, and he all the way in LA holds it down. That's why I feel a way about the check-in thing, man, because I don't really know what checking in is, because like I feel stupid if I come to LA and don't hit my man up. But this is a
But see, that's a difference, beats.
well,
It
we
just
gonna we
depending
gonna talk
on
to him. We gonna
how they trying to put this check-in thing.
with this we gonna talk about it
That's
with
all.
him though. We gonna talk about it with him too.
Okay.
But this is what I'm saying, man. This guy here is from a legendary crew known as South Central Cartel. South Central Cartel, they done drop stuff
Sound
with
Central Cartel what that
with
gangster
Ice
is.
T, with some of your
Yeah.
favorites, Spice One,
Yeah.
EC8, Dog Pound, you name it. You know, it's like to me, they almost was like to me, they like the West Coast version of Crucial Conflict. Like they is underrated and they are legendary forefathers. You know what I'm saying? It's like so
They was there.
they was there. So you know, without further ado, I gotta bring in my partner, my homie, Cali.
Good.
Run it.
The big
Yeah.
dog.
That was good with y'all, man.
Man, good to see you, man.
Chilling.
Already,
Hey
man.
man. I remember right, I was like probably like 17, 18. You know. I seen y'all in a magazine. Now I'm GD, but you know, I seen all that blue. You know what I'm saying? So it made me gravitate.
Right,
I just gravitated to it. Then I
right.
started seeing the collabs. You know what I'm saying? Watching the videos, and I ain't gonna lie. that West Coast culture had a hold on basically the whole country. Cause, bro, why we wearing khakis and flannels in Chicago? You hear me? We got khakis, and bro, I didn't take my khakis off until like the year 2000. That's when I took my khakis off. You know what I'm saying? I still was rocking it in 10 and 11 and 12. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it wasn't the same no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, man, that culture, that whole culture, you know what I'm saying? That West Coast rap culture got a hold basically to the whole country. That's what we seeing. And then especially for those who like gangster music, gangster-ish. Feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what we was into. That's what we seen how y'all. It's just like now how all these kids they want these skinny jeans and dreads and same thing.
Right.
It's the same thing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to MC8. Shout out to Spice One. You know?
Right.
Yeah. Y'all,
West.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Y'all sent me off, man, a lot of times.
On some real shit though, the whole history with khakis and shit like that. That shit was
Khakis
cheap.
and ships.
Khakis and
I know y'all by the ocean.
Yeah, that's what we used to call chucks, like ships and shit. You know what I mean? Ships. But
Right.
yeah, with chucks, though, with the uniform, it was just because we was poor kids. And it was you know what I mean? It wasn't nothing that I think California was trying to have the whole world on and feeling like they wanted to dress like, because what's crazy, I remember going out of town and seeing what y'all paid for khakis and chucks, and it was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
The price was different.
Oh yeah, because see, to y'all, it was a marketing hustle to y'all. See, out here, we out here buying what the men use for construction. It was durable. It lasts long. We didn't, we was poor. See, this is where this shit come from. But see, for when it get beyond here, it's a fashion statement.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was never intended for West Coast for the West Coast, the gang culture, none of that shit to make impact on the world, especially be wearing clothes that we consider to be cheap shit. It was the shit, like I said, it was production durable.
It was cheap. It was. I think I paid what, a pair of khaki pants cost me like $17, and the shirt probably like 20, or vice versa.
Not them
Get your whole suit for the 40.
Not them Carhartts though.
Oh no,
nah, them Carhartts gonna bust your head.
Carhartts raised up the price a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Ben Davis. You know what I'm saying? All that shit raised the price up a little bit, but that's when it started becoming fashionable. That's when gang banging started becoming more into hip hop. When the dress code became more fashionable. You know what I'm saying? Like khakis and chucks and t-shirts is poor kids attire, and that's what they wore.
Well, what else I did was like them Carhartt type coats and stuff, which I did for, well, not me, because I wasn't a dealer, but it made it easier for some, I guess, when they stood on the corner doing their thing when it was cold in Chicago. Because that stuff is for the, like I said, I wasn't a dealer.
It made it fashionable, bro.
But it kept you warm though, for real, to have that stuff on.
And hold on, you can be fresh with some khakis.
No, you fresh. See, this the thing. This I seen 50 Cent. He said he could rock a t-shirt because he from the hood, and he know that t-shirts, we could put on a white t-shirt and we know we clean. It don't take the jewelry. It don't take none of that shit for a hood nigga. When he throwing that white t-shirt, I'm fresh as the day I was born. That's what we know. So we know khakis in a regular t-shirt, some Chuck Taylors, man, you fresh all day. But the thing is, it wasn't intended, like you said, like how y'all end up rocking it in Chicago. I think it spread into that on two different levels. When it got into hip hop, it became more of a fashion thing. And also when it wasn't about hip hop and it was a street dude, he related to it was the relatment. It was what we related to each other. It was a way to be like, I feel them Cali dudes. Because I'm telling you, when you in Cali, right, you think this is the whole world. You don't think it's nowhere else in the world. Though we make all the rules.
It's same thing, bro. Same thing.
Right. The president is only here for California. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. Hold on, man. Hold on. Because, you know, you're doing a lot of California flexing and, like, throwing Cali out there. Man, what hood you from, man? We need to know your city and your hood, man. We need to know where you came from, man. We got to make sure you're official, man. Where you from, man?
If you don't know, then you know what I'm saying. I could oblige that information. But
yeah,
I
gotta do this for the people, man.
I'm out of South Central, you know what I'm saying, East Side LA, A7 Gangsters. I mean, everybody know you know where the cartel come from, man. But not just the A7 Gangsters. My cousin from the cartel, we got the 9 Nose. I got a lot of family out the 9 Nose. I got family out the Hoovers. I got family out the Crenshaw Mafia Bloods. It's like, so when niggas say where I'm from, I'm telling them I'm from East Side LA, but I'm from LA because I can pretty much go anywhere. You know how I get down when you come here, bro.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? We go when we go. You know what I'm saying? But you know, everybody know I'm East Side LA. My neighborhood, to clear it up for everybody, my neighborhood is rest in peace to PNB Rock. It's the Roscoe's for PNB Rock got knocked down. You know what I'm saying? And lost his life to this bullshit.
Well, when I come to get some Roscoe's,
we going right there.
Don't take me there.
Right there, man. we going right there.
Nah, that's the one you take me to. That's the one we go to anyway, right?
Yeah, that's one we go to all the time. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and not to have a joking moment in it.
Yeah, rest in peace to homie.
But I want everybody to know, like, with no disrespect, you know what I'm saying? To nobody. That was gonna be anybody. That wasn't just meant for PNB. That was finna be whoever drove up and fit the moment to say that's what we finna get. That's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? And
random.
Just the moment, that's who drove up. But I think it was gonna be whoever. So it wasn't like niggas, like they be saying like niggas out here plotting in California. No, niggas ain't plotting in California strictly on rappers. Niggas plotting in California just because they plot
anybody.
Right. They could have been somebody from California.
So
anybody.
When you fit the criteria to a nigga that's plotting, you're gonna get hit wherever you at, no matter what city and state you in.
Let me ask you this. What is because I remember when I came for the verses, me and Crunchy and Young Buck went to some restaurant called the Breakfast Club right in Hollywood, right? So, boy, they bought them bills. Boy, we was
what
like,
you do? You said you had to use the bathroom.
Can we wash? Do y'all need any dishwashers? So let me ask you this: when you in LA, because it's so much. What's the best place to eat that ain't gonna break your pockets, man?
Hey, so you want to eat good, some cool, decent food, get full. You know what I mean? Sit down and eat.
Right.
Roscoe's.
See, that's a real Cali dude, right? That's a real.
I'm keeping it 100 with you. You go drop 50 on the plate,
right?
And eat and get full as a motherfucker. And take your doggy bag home. You know what I'm saying? Like the Breakfast Club, I ain't never heard of it. I don't even want to hear of it. You talk about the prices like that,
right?
I ain't never heard of it.
Right.
That shit strictly for tourists or niggas who want to act like they got more money than they should. I don't know.
Right. And Roscoe's, that's the hood spot too, right?
I mean, no, they got Roscoe's all over. They got Roscoe's on Vine and Hollywood. They got Roscoe's on
What's the hood? What's the hood? Now, I'm going to tell you something. By the studio, by the crib, right, where you took me, that little restaurant where they got the fish over there?
Right.
I'm coming for some of that when I get
That's forever. That's you buy, we fry, man.
You buy, we fry?
You buy, we fry.
What street is that on?
Citrus and Avalon.
Citrus and Avalon. Yeah, man, I gotta come get some of that. Definitely. So, okay, I gotta ask you this. I remember back in the day, I'm watching Rap City, right? So this is my first time experiencing the Cartel. Right. It was Papa was a Rolling Stone, right? that video, right? So I come on, I'm like, okay, look at these old gangbang. Okay, all right. Everything ain't NWA, all right. But then you popped up. You started popping up on stuff. So like, how did that come about?
In a short story, to make it short, bam. These niggas popped off, you know what I'm saying? Early 90s, 90, 91. You know what I'm saying? I was just getting into high school about that time.
Right.
And shit had really took off. Like they had went from the independent label signed to Def Jam. You know what I'm saying? And Russell had Pride like doing remixes for like EPMD, sending LL shit. You know, shit that never ended up coming out, shit, but Pride was super busy and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think Rhyme's son was getting married at the time. So Pride, like I had never showed up on nothing, like, you know what I mean? I wasn't even involved really at the time with their music. But they needed somebody to go on promotional tour.
Right.
And my brother didn't have nobody he could really trust to really go handle, you know, what went on. So he knew.
Because for those who don't know, Big Pride of SCC is your brother.
Yeah, that's my older brother.
And Havoc, the Rhyme son, is your cousin.
My older cousin, blood cousin.
Okay. And Mouthpiece was their homeboy.
Mouthpiece was pretty much Mouthpiece family, man. He was with my sister for almost 30 years.
Oh, Mouthpiece and your sister was together. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to my homie Mouthpiece, Chi-Town gangster. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so nigga gonna always be family, man.
But, okay, I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay.
What? Been associated with our family since I was about the second grade.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Chaos before I was born, the DJ. You know what I mean? So everybody, they pretty much been, you know, just who we came up with, who my big brother them came up with. That was all they big homies. That was all they homies. They was considered my big homie type of niggas. You know what I'm saying? The niggas who raised me. But anyway, Big Bro sent me on promotional tour, and he figured if I had to do anything, I probably had to, you know, bust a couple of raps and shit. But I end up having to perform and shit. So I performed these niggas' whole sets by myself. You know what I'm saying? I got Mouthpiece, but Mouthpiece don't rap. You know what I mean? So I'm busting these niggas shit. 16 years old, 15, 16 years old by myself, doing the SCC shit and getting over with it. People like, what if other dudes that they doing this? They accept
I was actually at one of them shows. Keep going though.
See? You know what I'm saying? So I'm hitting the radio. I was up there with Spice and a couple other rap niggas that was popular at the time. And I'm rapping my ass on Sway and Tech back in the days. So I'm rapping my ass off, and Russell Simmons called in like, wait, who the fuck is that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He get in touch with Big Bro. Big Bro, like, that's my little brother. That's who we sent on promotional tour. Russell don't even know who the fuck out there representing the crew. Like, nigga, somebody out there. You know what I mean? So, bam, I'm out there just showing my ass, bro. I'm
just letting you curse, because when I come on your podcast, the Gangster Conversation,
you know what,
everybody, please follow it now.
I'm apologizing because it's talking to you. It's just like I'm talking to the homies.
Right.
South Central Cartel presents the Gangster Conversation. I will be on there cussing a storm up real soon. I'm making a special appearance. Just
welcome. You can come up there. Yeah, you can come and talk.
Snap, we gonna go on there and curse it out. Let me
try to reel it in. You know what I'm saying? We've been past 6 minutes, so we way past 6 minutes.
I'm messing with you.
But look, so you know, I got back home, and when I got back home, I had a record deal on the table, Def Jam. Like Russell, like, I want to sign him.
Right.
So, bam, I took that. In the process of working on my album, he like, man, throw him on some South Central Cartel shit.
Right.
To make, you know what I mean? Because it's going to be the jump off. So I jump on the South Central Cartel shit. Just so happens, everything I jumped on end up being they singles.
Right.
Got lucky. I guess it was luck, or the shit was just good, whatever the case may be. Then boom, after that, I'm popping. You know what I'm saying? I got another.
Wait, hold on. Don't just go past that. What was they first singles that you was on?
The first single I was on with South Central Cartel was whoa, man, I'm old, bro. You got me thinking years
Because
back.
Gang Story did it for us in
What was
Chicago.
the first single I was on with South Central Cartel?
Gang Story is the one that solidified you with us though in Chicago.
There you go.
Gang Story.
Gang Story was the first single I was on with South Central Cartel.
Wow. See, you came, Havoc and Prod, they still had curls and just the ponytails and different stuff. But when you came out rapping, you looked just like one of us. You could have came and stood on the corner of 57th and Ashland, and you could have rapped Gang. You look just like one of us.
Because see, that's the thing. That's the thing. I'm a generation removed from them niggas. See,
right.
That's why. So when niggas see me, I'm more relatable to you. We just say we same age and shit. So
right.
You know what I'm saying? You was seeing you, because I wasn't finna be outside with no curls.
Well, no, some kind of way, me and you the same age, but some kind of way I'm 25 still. I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know if I'm from.
Don't let Beats fool you. Beats just had a finger wave. You hear me? Beats just had a finger wave.
Hey.
So you probably don't remember that, man. But yeah, I remember Beats using the finger wave. Well, nobody wearing finger waves no more, Beats. You had one, though.
What he said, though, making a lot of sense.
But
when he say he was a generation removed from them, from his big brother and them, because they was like the age of I call them our OGs. And you was like right there with the young dudes that's putting in the work, doing the action. So it's like
basically he was a BG and them niggas was OGs.
Look at him talking that way.
And no matter how old I get, I stand on being a BG for the rest of my life. That's just what it is.
He was the BG and they was the OG, definitely.
You know what I mean? Okay. On that. But you know, that's what happened, man. So after the SEC shit popped off and I got more, you know what I'm saying, cracking, Russell came with another deal. Right. So now 2 deals on Def Jam. I had a group deal called The Evil Side with Scheme.
Who was the watch this, you young bucks. Watch this. In the Murder Squad, right?
Right.
Squad, first of all. Y'all was the first ones to have any type of cartel and rap and any type of squad. So in the Murder Squad, what were some of the members of the Murder Squad?
Shit, the Murder Squad was deep. When you go to, what you want to know, the celebrity in or the
I just want to know a young, one of their name is Young, was Young something.
Young Money.
Young Money.
He was young.
Young Money was one of the, I'm going to say this, he was one of the stars of the compilation. He was young, boom.
He had that voice. You mean the one that sounded like the Eazy-E had the Eazy-E
Yeah,
voice.
I'm Young Money. You know, I'm Young Money, straight up killer. Now, what I'm saying about Young Money is, I've said the Young Money name several times. And what I'm saying is, it's just no coincidence that Lil Wayne calls his crew Squad Up, then calls his label Young Money. You feel me? It's like, and then he want to rap about all this gang banging. I'm just like, people need to give it up, man, to where they I almost see he left so quick. When we was at the verses, I really wanted to say, hey Wayne, here's the dudes that influenced y'all right here, man. You calling your whole label Young Money. You calling you was doing Squad at first. I bet he would have been happy to see you, though. I bet he would have been happy. But he just got out of there so quick on us. Because you was right there. He got out on us so quick. But
man, I don't be the celebrity. I'm not, you know.
I
really ain't the celebrity.
Man, so he keeping it pimping, man. He ain't
Snap. He remind me of you. I almost have to pull a gun on him and say, I have to trick him to stuff.
About that? We used to always joke about it, and it's nothing towards Wayne, nothing, but it's funny, right? You know, the other nigga from the Murder Squad name was Lil Wayne.
It was a Lil Wayne too?
Yeah, they the Young Murder Squad. The Young Murder Squad.
Yeah, the Young Murder Squad.
Lil Wayne and D. So it's funny that it was Lil Wayne, and then they had the Young Murder. Yeah, you know, it's funny, but you know, I doubt it's a coincidence. I think it's.
They say what a coinky dink, huh?
I don't know how people always get these coincidences with y'all name, but that's another one that nobody's mentioning. But you ain't lying, man. You don't care about no celebrities. I almost have to literally put a gun in his back to make him go places. Like, man, you coming to this event, man? It's rappers here. Get over here.
On some real
Hey,
shit. If I had one of them rapper personalities to where, you know what I'm saying, I could look like, you know, sometimes I feel like a lot of these dudes degrade themselves. You know what I'm saying? To be amongst a lot of these celebrity niggas.
yeah, man.
I'll be up because my skills can handle the rest, but I just
Right.
I'm you know.
Man, me and this dude.
Hey, Beast, just like, hey, it's the same way. I think that's why Pat fuck with me the way he do, is because when we was around him, that dude was acting like groupies, man. Like, man, sit down, man. You embarrassing us, man. What are you
Right.
doing? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And them artists, if they real, they gonna notice that.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So if you showing them love, he might not tear you in your face, but he gonna think in his head, man,
Hey,
this lame
Snap.
man.
Hey, Snap.
You know what I'm
But this
saying?
dude right here is ridiculous, man. We was we somewhere, right? So A-Ball and MJG there, right? So I introduced him A-Ball to him. A-Ball said, "Man, stop playing, man. I'm a fan of his, man." I'm like, hey, take a picture. And A-Ball like, do he want to take a picture with me? He look like,
I
I'm
mean,
like,
no,
man,
He,
you just said
he
you was
looking
a
like he don't want to
fan,
be
dog.
bothered. Like, man,
hey,
what this nigga beats on, man? Go on with all that beats,
No,
man.
A-Ball got
hey,
on the
look,
documentary and everything.
for one,
A-Ball
salute to 8 Ball,
gave him
salute to
his
Ball.
number
You
and
know what I'm
everything.
saying?
Like, I'm a fan of you.
Ball, I'm definitely a fan of 8 Ball and MJG, but and nigga it's all respect, but I'm raised by niggas who don't take pictures.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Remember, I'm coming up with it. These niggas come from niggas, they ducking the feds, they ducking the police, they ducking their
Right.
bitch. These niggas don't take pictures.
Right.
So it's like I'm breaded off of that. You know what I'm saying? So and it's like I don't look for friends. Like I don't know if I'm saying that right. Like I didn't look for you to be my friend, my nigga.
Right.
That shit happened because we just fuck with each other like that. So
Right.
I don't think everybody is gonna be that for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very standing. Like I can have a conversation with you strictly on some straight respect and go on. And you be like, nigga, you ain't get that nigga number. I'd be like, no.
Right.
You be like, nigga, that nigga's a. I'd be like, we ain't linked like that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't link. We didn't discuss those kind of things to make me. And I feel like as a man, I feel like that's where you leave shit.
Right.
You know, you have certain conversations with niggas. You know what I mean? With men on certain shit, especially about business, about money, about certain things. Because I think a nigga know if I'm about to say speak this right, nigga, any event.
Right.
You talking to a nigga.
Right.
That's any event, and he a up nigga. And he have a conversation with you, and none of this conversation be like, yeah, what you up in here pushing? Because you got to be here pushing something.
Right.
What you nigga, you an A&R nigga, you a vendor nigga, what you doing? If he don't say none of that, that means he don't want no business with you. He don't even want business. So you got to learn how to see that shit in this industry.
Right.
Because you can find yourself being a nigga, runner and flunky, thinking you being down with the crew, thinking you
right. Yeah.
And that's
being a flunky.
See, something real gonna happen out of that situation if I gotta start feeling like that.
Right.
So I just keep myself up out of situations like that, and I think that shit is how I always been. I don't.
Right.
I mean,
I had to trick him at the verses when we was on the stage. I had to trick him to get him some footage. I said, "Hey, my phone going strong." So I said, "My phone did record this for me."
Hey, nigga, what's funny, right?
Him to get some footage.
What's funny, the whole time I'm a fan of Ty Dolla $ign. I'm not one of them niggas who be looking at niggas' videos and looking at niggas' album covers. I might not know what the fuck you look like, but I know your music. I might have seen you, but you know, the whole time standing right here, you ain't. Nah, nigga, I didn't know.
Yeah, because you was right next to Ty Dolla $ign, Amber Rose, Wiz Khalifa. You right with. I'm like, I had to trick him. I'm like, record for me.
I know a bunch of people who just like them, so you know what I mean. I know a bald nigga with ass. I know a tall nigga with dreads. It's like I ain't seeing nothing new. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And I know, and what's so crazy, I'm me. I feel
Right.
like I'm me. I'm young prodigy from the South Central Cartel.
Right.
That introduction is gonna have half these motherfuckers like,
Hey, speaking of being young prodigy, man, what was this little thing with Mobb Deep that y'all had?
well, honestly, my for anybody who don't know, because I really never talk, my part of that shit was really just being a BG ride for my OGs, because that was their issue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was just their issue, and I think it was simply that Mobb Deep was niggas more my age. They a little older than me a couple of years, but they was more in my age, and my brother and them was here before, and it was just a misunderstanding of a young nigga being young niggas. Mobb Deep was young riders. They was like West Coast versions of Evil Side, like how me and my partner was. You know what I'm saying? I used to run with the Young Murder Squad. They was like that. They was really, you know, them niggas on the East Coast. They got into their fair share of shit on the East Coast like we was getting into it on the West.
Right.
And I just think they was young niggas, you know, holding their balls. That's all. But you know what I'm saying? All actuality, right? Remember being in high school, going out with your homies, and you might run into some older dudes, a couple of them, and y'all might whoop their ass.
Right.
Y'all might whoop them grown ass men, 2 men, 3, 4, 5 of y'all might whoop their ass, right?
Right.
But you go run into some grown niggas that's gonna whoop y'all ass because y'all kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like at one point, it's like you were a kid in a grown man's world doing grown man shit. So that grown man energy gonna overtake you at one point, right?
Right.
And that's what it's like. You know what I'm saying? If them niggas really would have went to war with my brother and them like that, that shit would have been a different type of energy. You would have had a kid energy going against a grown man energy.
Right.
I think that shit would have went different.
Oh no, they would have said they would have been finished. They like, man, they jumped on them kids, man. They would have. It wouldn't have went the right way.
Right.
It wouldn't have went the right way.
That's just what it would have been. In the end of the day, the niggas could have been locked up for assault, like on kids, like
right.
You know what I'm saying? The niggas was in their 20s. My deeply was young niggas, like back at that time when they ran into them niggas at the little war seminar. I forgot which one it was at.
I think that was Jack the Rapper.
Jack the Rapper. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And what's so crazy, SEC had a career before that moment. You see, that's the moment where they
definitely did.
Def Jam, the Def Jam situation. That's the moment where the Def Jam situation was born.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Mobb Deep, y'all just now coming up.
Right.
SEC then already had a whole life on this independent
label. Yeah, they did. Because like I said, I seen the videos.
So you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We helped the I think the box made so much money with us, shit, nigga. It's crazy.
Boy, they were spinning. They were spinning them joints.
They were spinning them.
And another song they used to spin a lot was that Ice Cube, "Gorillas of the Mist." I heard that song so many times, bro.
Yeah.
Just think at that time, hip hop was a motherfucker, bro. Excuse me with the cursing, man, but hip hop it was.
Now, gangster conversation. We're coming. Keep going.
Come on with it. But no, hip hop. I was listening to a mix. It's a thing going on the internet, and the dude was mixing all the hit songs in '93.
Oh, okay.
Hearing all them dope songs, man. The music ain't like that, but. Like you said, at that time, I remember Gorillas in the Mist came.
All right, let me ask you something since you said 93, right? That was like one of the worst times in Chicago. I think that's when the highest crime murder rate was.
94.
What was it like in 94? Okay. What was it like in LA around that time?
That's when the True Set just ended.
Right, okay.
It was bad again. Remember
for us too.
Shit, and then the True, we had the Trues, 92?
Man, you know what I think get people messed up in LA though? Because LA looks so nice. It just looks so nice. You got the palm trees, you got the weather. So I think people get to thinking it's
slow.
Hold on, B.
Ow.
You talking about our skyline, nigga?
Just the city.
If you look down, look, you gotta come down from them palm trees in that sky, nigga, and start seeing this shit. LA fucked up. LA a nasty ass place. Unless you go to the places
No,
that
compared to where we come from, I'm telling you, just y'all whole architecture. Like I be with you, and we in the hood, and you like, hey, step in the gate. I mean, oh, step in the gate. I'm like, oh, okay, let me come on in the gate. But it looks so nice though, dog, compared to where we come from. Just the palm trees and stuff, and I just be like, man, this is the place to be.
like I've told you about my Chicago experiences, bro. Like
I'm not. Go ahead, tell them too
I
though.
I, I remember going to Chicago on tour, and we had, we had to run back in the days how you go to the all the schools and shit, like the junior highs, and you see the kids, you talk to the kids and shit. We went to an elementary school. Now, first, to get to this elementary school, we on the freeway and we driving. And I'm looking at all these projects just shut down, closed. It's just ghost town. I'm like, this, what the fuck? Like, where the fuck we going for one? You know what I mean? Because it looked like they taking us away. Like, we
Right.
nigga, like, where we going? So, man, we get to the school. It was an elementary school. It's the middle of fucking nowhere, man. And we go in this school, bro, and the kids, they just running up, they going in my pockets, nigga. They like robbing nigga right there, like low, like, but not like a stick 'em up robbery, but like just like ravages, like,
bum rush you, touching you,
bro.
right.
Like,
Yeah, just but in your pockets, nigga, everything, like literally. It was the craziest shit to me, like the things I seen in Chicago, like driving into Chicago. Y'all police on some different shit.
Right.
I take LA police over Chicago police any day.
Wow.
man, bro.
Y'all,
And that's crazy to say because of the reputation that the LA police got nationwide. And that's crazy to say, bro.
Well, I need to listen. If I'm wrong, tell me if this don't happen to y'all. I don't know if this happened to y'all. Maybe because y'all from Chicago. We pulling in that motherfucker. They see the out-of-state tags, right? Now, we in Caribbean, we got A&Rs driving us and shit, right? They don't give a fuck. They get all these niggas up out the car, niggas with these braids and these khakis and all this shit on, right? Handcuff everybody, off top, ain't asking no questions. It's cold.
Right.
All black niggas jumping out of unmarked, regular clothes, slamming niggas' heads on back of the trunks.
Yeah.
Telling you.
All black dudes.
Soon as you finish whatever you doing here, leave.
Yeah, that's
bro. Police ain't doing that, nigga. Lawsuit.
That's them.
Lawsuit. That's what I say, nigga. I would deal with LA police over Chicago police every day. Then we at the mall. I swear to God, I felt it was the same police.
Right.
Probably was, bro.
They came back, slamming niggas' heads on the back of the cars and boom, busting niggas' lips and shit. Like, Chicago, huh? You know what I'm saying?
And you're right. When you say all black dudes, they be wearing Jordans and starter jackets.
Ass niggas, man.
Hey, they shouldn't have had all them braids and stuff, man, okay?
Hey,
they needed to be stopped, okay?
I'm just saying, nigga can wear braids in LA. You can wear braids. I'm just saying, nigga, you can wear braids in LA, nigga.
Listen, man.
You're definitely going to be profiled in Chicago when you rocking braids.
Promoting the album, they had Ice-T on it, Cop Killer, and Tupac on it, Cop Shooter.
Cop Shooter.
hey, facts.
Now they just want to creep through Chicago. They needed to be stopped.
They say y'all ain't gonna bring that energy over here.
The people in Chicago, though, special. Like the way it's like the camaraderie in the neighborhoods, like the inner neighborhoods. If you from this neighborhood, whatever, I don't know what project it is, but like I said, it was a record store. It was owned by a brother. I think he was related to Brad.
George's Music Room.
All right. What project is across the street or around there, or what neighborhood?
Around there, see what you did. You passed a building that looked like a project building, but y'all had to pass the projects to get there. So y'all probably came off they was in the process of tearing the projects down.
Right. Right.
So y'all probably
It
passed
was
Henry
empty
Horner.
space. It was next to the record shop. The building had already got knocked down and shit.
Yeah, y'all
Oh,
probably
they was on
passed.
the west
Y'all
side.
probably passed Rockwell and Horners. It could have
Look,
been a couple of them.
So no, we didn't. We ain't. So we walking.
Right.
So we
Dangerous.
walking up a couple of blocks to get to the thing. They filming the shit. But we mobbing and niggas got their head hats and I swear to God, if I didn't see grandmothers, granddaddies, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, brothers, uncles, everybody come to tell us to see, fuck y'all from, cause y'all ain't supposed to be doing this. Niggas said, hey man, where y'all from, man? We from LA, homie, South Cartel. Nigga, oh homie, fuck, I'm a fan, ooh, homie, but hey, put your hat straight, bro, or just wear it straight back, homie.
Right.
Or don't wear it, homie. Like this is the advice we get.
Right.
I'm
They were
like,
trying to save lives.
I'm like, bro, this shit crazy. Cause in the hood, you on your own.
Right.
Ain't no, they not coming out. They not coming. Everybody not grouping to just see who finna get their ass whooped like this.
Right.
I was like, this is different. I just felt it was a harder living. I honestly felt Chicago was a harder living than LA that day. Like that trip.
Well, let me ask you this. We're gonna get back to the rap thing. Take me to the streets real quick. Let me take me to the streets real quick. I know it's a little different now, but back then, how serious was that color situation with the red and the blue?
Life or death.
Wow.
Simple as that. Life or death.
So you caught with it in the wrong neighborhood?
Hey, don't get it twisted. It's still that. It's still that. Don't get it twisted. It's still that. I think with this entertainment, just period, whether it's TV, music, whatever it is, they trying to make us believe poverty in the inner city has changed to some type of it's not that bad.
Right.
But it's still crack babies being born. Niggas are still hand-to-hand crack selling, my nigga. Motherfuckers are still in front of the liquor store winos drinking themselves to death. There's still single mothers on drugs raising kids. It's like the things that we no longer talk about because everybody trying to get the bag, the uncles and the aunties and the nieces and nephews who we don't represent no more because they not up like us, they still there, my nigga. That's the ghetto I represent. Like still to this day, that's still the same, my nigga.
They go for everybody. They gotta. Well, you know what? Speaking of that, let's get to this check it in thing, right? Now, for them to put a name on it, I don't, cause like I wouldn't come to LA and don't hit my homies up, cause you know, like you say, whoever knew we would get so tight, but I also got tight with all your homeboys too. So it's like, it just ain't no way. Just like prime example, when we was at the store, and I had my boy New Money with me. New Money looked like a straight up Compton OG. He had the long perm, had on the hat. Dude ran right up to New Money, talking that crib lingo to him, right? Screening him, right? And New Money, that ain't his lane. New Money looking like, huh? But you caught it. And you like, hey man. And you go, oh, what's up, man? I was just seeing who this was.
None of that. So you talking about when we was at the liquor store?
When we was at the liquor store.
Yeah, in the fish market. Yeah.
And it definitely would have been a problem if we wasn't there with you. Yeah. So
I mean, it could have, cause he would. I think he would have tried some old goofy ass. I used to be down, now I'm a smoker shit. You know what I mean? He would have tried some of that stupid shit, but he would have got his ass whooped though, like that day.
Well, no. I'm just saying, if you wouldn't have been with us, we would have had to handle it different. So what I'm saying is,
but the checking in shit is like this, bro. Niggas think they slick, right? And I always tell niggas, man, stop talking to me how you talk to them bitches.
Right.
Stop thinking you slick like you slick to them bitches, nigga. It ain't that, right? But what do niggas call a robbery?
A robbery?
A lick.
Hit a lick. They want to hit a lick. Right? Make it sound good so it won't be what it is, right?
Right.
Niggas call checking in, but it's extortion. They know they finna extort you out of something, bro.
Right.
You feel me? Like if You don't gotta tell me to call my niggas that's in Chicago. That's my nigga in Chicago. I'm in Chicago.
Right.
Right.
I don't need nobody to put a name on it to tell me to, you know what I'm saying? Because you tap in with your people because that's your people.
Right.
But niggas putting names on it because they telling you, I'm gonna make you tap in. It ain't about you being my people. It's about what I can extort out you. Because most of the times, from what I see and what I know, from talking to niggas who have had it done to them, it's about putting they artists on stage in front of you.
Right.
You feel me? It's about touching them with something. Give a nigga a watch, a chain, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
My kid's school bill needs to be paid. All that old weird shit.
Right.
That's a nigga setting up to extort somebody. So they can check it in. You know what it is. And just like my nigga Snap say, that's what real niggas know. We know what shit be like, and you can't do it with real niggas. That's why murders and shit happen.
Right.
And with that being said, I understand exactly what you said, and I will be checking in when I come to Houston.
No, but see, this the thing. This the thing, right? No, this the thing, right? Just because you ain't with something, look, just because you ain't with something, don't mean you don't follow these other goofy ass nigga rules too. You be aware of these goofy ass nigga rules and you stay on your pivot.
Right.
Like don't fool yourself, nigga. Don't we ain't none of us Superman. Don't fool yourself. Right. But what we can do is use this super brain because some of these niggas smooth and slow. So you gotta stay ahead of them, homie. So
see, I don't get them with the checking in thing because nobody can protect you everywhere you go, not even licensed security.
No,
so it's like
Beats. Look, these niggas will throw themselves in front of you for 10K.
but it's like
that's what they telling you. See, this is what's gonna happen, man. All right, let's do a successful check-in with a successful nigga. All right, it's a rapper named D. He from Canada. Right. Not Drake, just his name D. He from Canada. We just gonna use examples. He's a successful nigga.
Right.
And it's a rapper named B. He from Chicago.
Right.
Tapped in all the way, all kind of shit. Got niggas, got goons. You know what I mean? Got number one soldiers. Nigga named Snap. Like let's just, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Your scenario is to get this big nigga to become your boy. Get him locked in. You know what I'm saying, nigga? Make him become dependent on you protecting him.
Right.
Make him feel special to walk in places where he couldn't have walked in on his own and shit move for him. Be around, have real G niggas run into the store for him. This is what these niggas provide for these rappers, bro.
Right.
You got real stump down niggas out here hitting licks and murdering niggas for the name of the hood, becoming your motherfucking a butler, nigga, because the big homie got a plug on you.
Right. Yeah, becoming a butler.
And at the end of the day, that shit turn over to some kind of money. Even if it's just about, hey man, get me in the door, give me a distribution deal. I ain't really putting out no music, but nigga, you know what I'm saying? Get these white folks to write that pen, break that paper down.
Right.
This is what that shit is. It's extortion, bro.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like cancer. It's like cancer on our people. From the inside out, it eats, bro. And that means we doing it to ourselves on the instant.
I get it. I definitely get it. So
I ain't checking in with nobody under them terms, but I will call my people.
Let me take you back to the rapping, right? So like y'all got so much you done so much legendary stuff, man. Like y'all got a song with the Shy Lights, you know what I'm saying? And like I know that Squirrel was Mouthpiece Daddy,
right?
But it's like still nobody got that. Nobody from Chicago got the Shy Lights on their song, man. It's like that's monumental. Then like people don't know this, but like y'all album had Tupac on it, and Pac wasn't even the Pac that he is that he became yet.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm finna be in LA. I don't know if I should say this. It's probably safe to say in San Diego, right? But when I listen to the song and Tupac come on, I'm like, why did they put Tupac on?
Bullshit.
I'm like, but he killed it. He killed it. But when I heard Tupac come on, I'm like, why would is he finna do this Black Panther stuff on it? I'm like, why would they put but he kept up because I think the song had South
Hey,
Central.
and he did do his Black Panther shit.
He pulled it off, but he
But,
still
but it rocked though, right?
he rocked. And I'm just like, okay, dude, I gotta start paying more attention to Tupac, which I did
You know what? I
after
like
that.
to address that like in acknowledgement of the fact that, see, a lot of people can't pinpoint, but a lot of Tupac gangsters, more of his start coming out of him more around in affiliation, man. I believe
Right.
because even in that moment, he still wasn't the Tupac that became.
Right.
He was still the Tupac that was. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
his lyrics, what he say? Now I'm losing it because my brother died.
Dad looking down the barrel of 9 from the other
I never
side.
did recover from that episode. Finger on the trigger, ready to let it
Let
go.
it go.
Let him
Boom.
feel me. You know what I mean?
Punch it ass there.
He was
And he
still
say,
aware of you know, the
doing
original
it
him.
from my homies from the SC Cartel.
Yeah.
So it's like I know Tupac rock with the Cartel, right? I know that, right? It's like I seen the pictures, I seen all this. So let me ask you this, because I remember where I was at. Where were you when you heard Tupac had got killed? And how did you feel?
This not 96. Shit. Ooh.
Did he got shot?
When I heard what the fuck was I at, man? Just in the hood. I had to just be in the hood, man. I remember it was what, September?
September 7th, I think.
Yeah, man. But 96, I could have been on tour. That South Central Cartel All Day, Everyday album that came out that year.
Right. Well, how did that make you feel though when you heard
Oh,
about
that
it?
broke my heart, man. I'm a Tupac fan.
Right.
I mean, I go back. I'm talking about the Strictly for My Niggas. I go back
Right.
to Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Apocalypse Down, all that shit, like way back. You know what I'm saying? But that shit broke my heart, man.
Do you feel like it could have been avoided, or he was just wild like that anyway?
No, I mean, you can't avoid what you do to yourself.
Hey,
Right.
bro, destiny is destiny.
Yeah,
Right.
you can't. I don't see. No gun was to Tupac head making him do any of the wild shit he ended up doing or what he was accused or said of doing.
Right.
So there's no way to avoid what you do to yourself.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And you know another thing though, I even got to write for Marshall Thompson from Shy Lights, nigga.
Oh, straight up, yeah, Uncle Marshall.
I wrote a joint for him. I penned for him, the background singers and shit of the Shy Lights and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's real dope. Let me ask you this, man. Oh, for the record, y'all, if it doesn't happen, go to the gangster conversation and complain. Tuesday, we're gonna be filming a movie, and I got a part in it.
Yeah, you do.
So,
Yeah,
so if it doesn't happen, y'all, blame him. Blame my buddy DJ from Compton. We're gonna blame them. Blame Endo. I'm giving y'all everybody to blame, right? So
exactly. You a big part. Your part is actually like is big. You know what I'm saying? So we need you.
This what I want to know, man.
Is he gonna be the dope fiend at the gas station washing windows?
No, we say that for you. We're gonna do that in Chicago. We're gonna do that on Skype.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I want to tell y'all something before we get up out of here. We go back to this music conversation. Hey, my nigga, I love y'all behind the scenes of y'all starting up.
Right.
The way y'all talk shit to each other, the way y'all joke, y'all niggas, that's that real friend shit. Y'all remind me of me and DJ. Y'all remind me of how I get down with my niggas, and that's y'all should start filming that shit and just putting y'all behind the scenes out too.
Unfortunately, I've been with this dude since I was about 11. So unfortunately,
it shows, bro. It shows.
Yeah, man.
It's punishment.
Y'all can say this shit to each other. You know, it's nigga, whatever. Like you was like,
you know what's crazy though?
He paying me back for all them years I protected him in the hood, kept them killers off of him. You know.
But Snap, what he just said, I look at him and my guy DJ, and I be like, boy, he remind me of me. They remind me of me and Snap. It's the same thing. Because DJ, I can't wait till we bring DJ on here so you and him can have them penitentiary talks. I can't wait. Because I want to see the difference between Cali penitentiary and Illinois penitentiary. So yeah, I can't wait to DJ come on. But yeah, man. It's funny you say something about behind the scenes, because I was finna ask you, how did you get into the technical side of things? Because people don't know this. The way I'm really doing the podcast is because you showed me how to do it. Like Snap and my brother and other people pushed the idea, but I had to hit you hey, what program should I use and how you do this and that? And you showed me everything. So it's how did you get on the technical side where you're shooting the videos, where you're shooting the movies, you doing the graphics and different stuff? What got you into that?
Necessity,
Necessity,
bro. Do that shit out of necessity. It's like, Beats, you I know you feel me. You know how you done so much shit, and all the shit you be doing it's a payout. You gotta get somebody to do some shit.
Right.
And then when you get somebody and you paying them to do it, you still find yourself overseeing them to make sure they do their shit they doing right. So it start being like, I could do that shit.
Right.
I'm gonna learn how to do this shit so I don't gotta call this motherfucker to bullshit me no more.
Makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna put that money in my pocket, and when it's time to promote the shit that I didn't learn how to do, then I use that money to promote my shit. But stop using these motherfuckers to just use my money, because it's like no shade. You remember how we shot the video, right?
Right.
Remember how we shot money video, right?
Oh, that was so dope, man. You had the 6 folds, everything.
But no, I'm gonna say right. You see how initially y'all paid someone else,
right?
But not saying. Pretty much saying say if a nigga don't got the vision, let's get Cali Vince here, bro. Let's make sure, and then we get, you know what I'm saying, and then they gotta show a nigga who you paid the nigga already, but now the other nigga you got still gotta show this nigga,
right? How
to shoot, what to shoot, where to shoot,
right?
It's like you gotta. It's like, hey, you could have just had the other nigga do it, save you some money, and or learn yourself. So that it's like everything I learned is out of necessity, bro.
Yeah, I really didn't know you was that cold either, man. I forgot to tell you that, man. You got to work. You got to work, man. Laid it out, man.
Hey, most of our real talent is hidden, man. We only give y'all what we comfortable with giving y'all. Most of the real talent, that's what everybody is hitting.
Right. I'm gonna show you. It's some little shit like and these little tricks, the trade that I don't give it away because it's in-house shit, right? But watch when you come and you see how we shooting the movie and shit, and how I hook it up to where you own what you do in the movie. Crazy shit, bro. But I like the shit. I like to make sure niggas succeed too. Like it's enough for us all. You know what I mean?
Now you know what I love about you though, bro. When you say, now you didn't know we was gonna end up being friends. See, with me, it's like y'all said. I know a lot of people just be on some groupie stuff, what they can use me for, different stuff. But you came through the door doing stuff for me, and I'm like, man, he ain't got to do this. So I'm like, he had no clue how I'm finna start messing with him though for looking out for me.
Check this out.
What's that?
When you come to the table with things, it always makes it better.
So
instead of being a nigga that don't come to the table with nothing.
Right.
See, he coming to the table. he putting food on the table. Like you know, like here,
Well, no, he
this is
straight
what I
up.
come in with.
I didn't even get to put it out yet because I was just.
Hey, and we made some dope shit off Vert, nigga.
Well, the first one, the other one I put out, but
every song we touched together became to be a joint.
I just thought he was lying, right? Because doing the Hollywood stuff, right? Because I was fighting the Fed case, man. I ain't know what I was doing, man. I'm like, if I go down, I'm gonna have a damn good time before I do, right? So I hit him up like, man, what's up with a feature? He like, send it to me. I'm like, man, no, you ain't finna do this song, right? I sent it to him. He sent it right back.
Pew!
Like,
oh, shot you.
Beat was dope. It's like that beat was dope, nigga. It's like,
shot you.
I'm like, what? Like he did. So after he did it, I think I told him, like, man, you done. I said, you done messed up, man. You're not finna be able to get rid of me now for looking out for me. And now you know, like we got the song on my Life of Leland album. Y'all look it up. Real Hitters, featuring Cali Pitts, Cal the Chemist, and Project Pat. Uncle Beats, Real Hitters. We on there killing it. But like you and Project Pat and Mozzie and somebody got songs. It's like me and Dude just got together, man. It's just excellent. But let me ask you this, man. Because I was talking about this the other day. At the verses, where was you at when? Because I know you was back and forth. I know you was like going in the audience and going backstage. Where was you at when the issue started? Because I looked up and I snapped the whole night.
When the issue started, I looked at DJ, and it was more in a I want to say this right. I don't want to have no.
Well, how did y'all? This is what I want to know. How did y'all do it? Because I know where y'all was at, but I remember the security. The security was being tight, right? But when that fight started, all y'all was downstairs with me, like, what's up? Like, what we doing?
Good.
Like, how did y'all do that?
Oh, all right. This what happened. I told DJ, we got people down there, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It was you. We was thinking about you, Knock. We was thinking about the niggas we knew was down there. You know what I'm saying? And who court we here on. So it's like, you know how this shit go. And then it's like, bam, we know we own both sides of this shit. So
right,
nigga took the laminate. We just start nigga doing the old school pass the laminate, nigga. Pass the laminate, nigga. So everybody get back there. We gotta see what's up.
Yeah.
It was nothing, you know. Shit.
I'm like the whole crew back here. I ain't gonna lie, man. I started sticking my, you know.
We went old school with that one, nigga. Pass the
I started sticking my chest. I started sticking my chest out, man, when I had my whole crew down there with me in LA.
Hey, Beats, before you get out of here. Before you get out of here, man, make sure you holler at the streets, man. I'm seeing stuff popping up.
Oh, man.
My
goodness.
You remember the white dude, the big white dude who was at that little gate that you walk out through the back way to backstage?
Yeah.
He was like, man, something going the fuck on, because he knew he kept seeing me stand there, then another nigga with me, and another nigga. He was like, what the fuck? Oh, nigga,
hey, man, you put it together quick. Even BG Knockout told me, like, man, you got DJ in there with you? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, niggas know. Hey, niggas get real. Okay, it's serious in this bitch, because niggas get real serious in here.
Hey, Snap, I was flexing so hard. I took DJ and Kelly and all them and Bone room with me, right? Because Bone, like they backstage. I want them to see. I want to go easy on them to see who I was with. And boy, they had a bunch of dudes from their hood in there with them too. It was just, I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm good out here in LA, fellas.
Niggas in there screaming my real name. I'm like,
yeah, you see, he's screaming my real name. Hold on, let me check in with the streets. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you get caught up.
I gotta get some strangers on here, man, because I get to talking to my homies, man. I forget to speak to the streets, man.
You gotta get that correspondent that come in every 15 minutes and read the conversation.
You're right. we're gonna talk about making the things better, man. When I get with you, let me see. Let me catch up to us. We're gonna start right here. Amina Baker said, "Hey, what's up, Amina?" Elihu said, "Real Hitters was a dope song." Yes, it is, Elihu. I have to agree.
Thank you very much.
Mike Alexander, 100. Love this conversation. What up with you, big OG? I got to get you on here too, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a great time, man. Holding you hostage, homie. Been a great time.
Yeah, I think we over.
I want to ask y'all before I get up out of here, man.
Keep going. It's your world.
It's just the host and me, man. I just want to ask y'all some questions and shit, like knowing each other so long and shit, going through the shit you went and y'all go through. Snap, how much time you end up doing when you was down, bro?
11.
11?
All together.
And y'all went down at the same time or different times?
Who went down?
No, Beach ain't never went down.
I'm talking about when you went to the feds and did your little situation.
No, I didn't go to the feds.
No.
I just was fighting the case, remember?
Yeah. I went to prison. The first time I went to prison was in 94. And I think I stayed for a year, got out 6 months later. I went back in and got out in 2000.
Right.
And got out, and 15 months later, I went back in and got out in 07.
Okay, now I want to.
So that's like 11 years altogether.
So what was it about prison you couldn't stay away from?
It wasn't prison. It was the things I was doing on the street.
I know, but you knew they take you back to prison.
Yeah, but you know, you
Especially
always
that
think you can
last
get
bit.
away. Listen,
Especially
bro,
that last bit.
no matter how many times you get caught, you always think you can get away.
I did.
Because you done got away so many times and it don't level out. The times you done got away from doing stuff, it don't level out from the times you probably got caught 3 times, but you got away 100. So you look at that.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, I got away. I hustled. I did all kind of bullshit in my life, right? I ended up getting cracked on some punk ass tickets, right? But it was because my baby mama was fucking the cop, and he ended up pulling us over, and he got mad. He got mad. You know what I'm saying? And he arrested a nigga, right?
Right.
I'm glad we ain't have a Tyrese Nichols situation.
Look. No. Right. Bless it.
True.
But I'm in that motherfucker, right? So bam, I'm going to court. Now while I'm in there, bro, a nigga got my exact same name with my exact birthday, bro. Don't know how. This nigga on trial for murder. While I'm in there, they get me crossed up, I'm going to this nigga trial. I ain't supposed to be here, homie. Oh, nigga, everybody say that, nigga. Oh, look, this ain't me. You know what I'm saying? I'm here on some traffic tickets, some shit, right?
Right.
So I'm going through that. Now, after I go through that process, my traffic tickets, time served on the traffic tickets, nigga. I go to court for me now.
Right.
Get my time served. Get lost, and nigga, I don't think I get lost. 2 more weeks, nigga, they put me in the old niggas that been to the LA County know the old child hall, the little dorm. They got some little rooms, cells. Man, 2 weeks. Didn't come get me, didn't come feed me, nothing.
Wow.
For 2 weeks?
2 weeks. I said, my nigga, I was in that motherfucker going stir crazy, right? I'm reading his little pieces of little newspaper and shit on the wall. I'm in that motherfucker really trying to keep myself, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nigga, I got out that motherfucker, Snap, I tell you, never. I ain't never, ever back to that motherfucker. I said, all it took. That was the first time I got caught ever from doing anything. Nigga, I did, you know what I'm saying? And I got caught on tickets and experienced prison like niggas. Look, I'm in this motherfucker first time. I called my brother. I'm like, man, I gotta get up out of here, nigga. They talking about I gotta get put on a dorm. He like, put on a dorm. He like, nigga, I ain't never heard no shit like that, right? Nigga, I don't know if they was fucking with me. I end up in an all B-dog dorm, nigga. Scrapping like a motherfucker, nigga. Getting packed out first night, scrapping like a motherfucker, nigga.
Number bloods.
But look, all on my first jail experience, nigga.
Dang.
I ain't gonna lie. Him and my other homie Deontay is what kept me from doing anything that's gonna send me to prison. Cause I came to visit Snap when he was fighting his case, and he just straight up said he almost said like he was gonna hurt me if I came to prison or something. He like, hey man,
I was, nigga.
he like with the family you got, you ain't got no business coming in here, man.
Right.
And I'm like, why is he telling me this? And I got my son with me, my son about 3, and I'm just like, man, I hear you, dog. And that helped me just go the direction I went to.
What's
Him and the
fucked up
other
about
guy.
that beats is you still remember that, bro. And I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Right.
If when you visit me, you seen like the anguish in my motherfucking face, man.
He was so
I
mad.
was
They
dead
they had to
serious.
make you come out for the visit. You wouldn't even come out. They had to,
I ain't even want to come out.
yeah, I was like, man, go get him, man. They
Man, I ain't
made you
want
come.
nobody to see me like, bro. And then that was around when I first caught that case. See what I'm saying?
I
I was
think
still in
you
my
know
sick
what?
moments, like, dude.
I had to tell the guard. I was like, man, tell him it's beats. And he finally like, man, I'm finna do it for you, man. But yeah, they was like, we want you to talk to him. So yeah.
Yeah, man. But I was,
Yeah,
man.
that's love, bro.
I was going through like, bro. Them folks talking about 60, give me a 60 piece.
Mm-hmm.
And I had just got out of prison for attempt murder and just
Right.
paroled out and then caught that case. And now they talking about 60. And I ain't been out but 6 months. So yeah, I was sick.
Right.
And that's like what he was just saying, what made him, you know what I'm saying, stop coming to jail.
Right.
That bit right there, that worked for me.
Yep.
Because the little things that I did have, I lost it all. Everything that I gained, I lost it. Which not some of that stuff wasn't no good for me no way, but I still lost it, and I didn't know that at that time, and that's kind of got to me. Feel what I'm
This
saying?
this probably would have
Never.
been a question that's gonna come up on the gangster conversation where you and DJ on there together. But let me ask you this: do you think, like, for certain crimes, even murder, whatever, should they give people a long time, like 34? Like, should they give people life? But do you think, like, after 30 years, you learn your lesson?
I believe in an eye for eye.
Right.
You kill a motherfucker, we kill you. You rape a motherfucker, we rape you. Simple as that. You rape a
Right.
kid, we rape your kid. You
Right.
kill grandmama, we kill your grandmama. Eye for an eye. Simple as that. We do what you do. I
Yeah.
believe in that.
Yeah.
Like, I think if
Well,
people understood that you responsible, like go drunk driving and hit somebody grandmama, right?
Right.
Nigga, now you finna have to watch me get drunk, drive in the street and hit your grandma.
Oh, man.
hey,
Oh,
hey, man, hey, I ain't hear nothing wrong. Cause for
oh
real,
no, man. Y'all
cause,
is ruthless.
cause bro, listen, you got to understand,
What's that?
people out here, man. If you like, you know what you doing, and you know exactly what you're doing, even after you do it. Like, ain't
Right.
nobody stone cold like that.
Yeah.
Even after you do it, them folks come back and hunt you. Yeah, they come back. They hunt. Hey, we're being hunted right now. Don't even know it. See what I'm saying? A lot of things you do, they come back, bro. They might not come
Yeah.
back like on some street stuff. It'll come back in different ways,
Now
Yeah.
you
just
ain't
depending on how
lying.
you move.
You ain't lying, man, because I got a letter from child support the other day, and I don't know who that's from. Hunted.
Hey, that shit
Hey,
coming
that's
back
that's
to
that
hunt
that's
you.
that baby. That's that baby you got over there in the DR.
Hey,
Nah, nah, nah,
hey,
nah, nah, nah.
that's that baby ghost coming to hunt your ass.
They come back. They, they come back to hunt you, man. I
Hey,
definitely
but no,
you
I
know,
do. Hey, I want to ask y'all that. I was trying to get to y'all, man. What's going on with that Safety Act down there in Chicago, man? That's something I
oh,
really want
they
to
put
up on.
they put a pause on it.
Okay, like
They
how
put a
y'all feel
pause
about
on it.
that, man? I feel like they just trying to set motherfuckers up to just go out.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, man. Not to toot my own horn, right? But I don't really think I can get a bond that I'm gonna have a problem getting out of jail with, right? But for other people that can't, I just don't think that's fair. That they gotta sit in jail and lose everything, it's like it's forcing them to be a criminal now. Because it's like they gotta go make some money now. They done sat in jail all the time. So I don't know all the particulars of what they was trying to do, but I think it would have been a good thing for people to not have to sit in jail and lose their job, lose their broad, lose it. And I,
Hey, it like, bro, it got to depend on what you in there for, though. Like, I don't mess with the police at all, but like I was saying on another episode, don't nobody never tell on these raper men or these child molesters, man. They telling on everybody else, though. Feel what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
Lock their ass up.
right. But
right.
don't
Because
it
if you don't
also
lock them up, uncle like me gonna catch them.
don't
Feel
it
what I'm
also
saying?
y'all right as like property owners, like if someone comes sit and squat on your property, like the police can't remove them, and you have see. I was reading up on this shit that it have a gang of shit up under this law, and I know I don't live in Chicago, but my
Yeah,
love comes out.
they say the
I grew up
police
in
can
Chicago.
remove them, but a lot of that stuff, like he was saying about the rapers or whatever, man. When you're in the county, dog, just because you got arrested don't mean you did it, though, man. See, that's the part. That's the part that makes it tricky. It's like sometimes, man, just like me. I mean, come on, Snap, you done been with me.
I
Every
know,
time the
man. I know
police pulled
whatever
me
they was
over,
trying to put on you, it was false.
well, yeah, that too. But I'm just saying, you've been with me when the police done stopped me before, and if the police don't come correct, it's gonna be a problem, and I'm gonna let them know. So,
Beats.
but
You gotta look at
what?
this, bro. Every time I was in the county, it was
Right?
for something I did. No
Yeah, you
cap.
was a crook.
And 9 times out of 10, everybody else around me. I rarely
Have you?
found somebody who said, I'm not in here for what I did. I'm just telling the inmates this. Now you can tell them folks what you want to tell them.
But what I'm
But
saying
when you tell
is,
them that,
the police set people up, though, Snap. They
yeah,
cannot
I
like
done been
you.
set up. I
They
done been had
cannot
guns
like
put
you.
on me and some more
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, I know. I done been dropped
Yeah.
off in the wrong neighborhoods. And they alerted dude them. Like, hey, that's one of them nuggets.
But
Then they get on me.
even with the rape thing, you will have women that will get somebody arrested just by lying on them.
Now
Yeah, yeah.
I would
Bottom
agree.
line.
Look, you have to be unequivocally found guilty just on all levels of you got to just be known you guilty. I don't think that we should just what I mean be locking up motherfuckers or killing people who haven't been what I mean, where it's doubt. If it's doubt up in there, it should be like the judicial system should, if it worked how it's supposed to work, it would be a good thing, bro. But it don't work how
It
it's
won't.
supposed to work.
Man,
You
I
know
know a guy right now that's locked up for sex crimes and he's innocent. Free R. Kelly. Yeah, I said it. I said it.
Man, hey, that
Free
R. Kelly
Kels, man.
situation. Hey, could I say one thing about that R. Kelly situation?
What? What?
The
The
same
difference.
thing Kels was doing, everybody else was doing it too.
Kels didn't do nothing, man.
I
I'm
don't
tired of
care.
people saying that.
If
Hey,
he had him a tenderoni, all these other niggas had him too.
Because if
now people,
Period.
listen, I agree. I agree with both of y'all, right? Same shit he was doing. You know what happened? You know what what Kels did that the other niggas didn't?
what's that?
Got caught.
Yeah.
Can't
I
call.
got a homie. He was locked up with Kels in the feds while he was fighting the case. I might have to bring him on here to this
I
so
got a
he
nigga
could.
did 12 years. Look, nigga was dating a broad,
Right,
picking her from her house,
right.
dating her, fucking and everything, right? And then her and her mama got into it. So one day the nigga pull up, hitting the little bras come outside, she sneak outside, he fucking her outside in front of the house in the car.
Right.
Come to find out she underage, nigga.
Ooh.
Did 12 years. Was he
Yes.
guilty or not guilty?
Now see, that's
This is
a
the thing.
different type. What that right
no,
there.
but people, what I'm saying is right. Was he guilty? Did the people lock him up because morally that shit nasty?
Well, see, sometimes though, you won't even know how old the motherfucker is, man. I done
That
seen motherfuckers fool people.
Hey
I mean,
man,
that's the
I
sometimes,
definition
bro.
of R. Kelly. I think R. Kelly got hit with a lot of what other people that don't get caught deem to be morally repulsive. You know what I'm saying? I think they hitting him with morals because, like you said, who said somebody else was hitting that shit if R. Kelly was hitting that shit? Like, you know what I mean?
He said.
They just he wasn't the first old man, grown man dick they had.
Right.
Right.
Speak freely.
Yeah, he going through them a little too easy.
But but you
so
know,
them bras weren't screaming and hollering and running. They was taking it.
But the same way they tell you to check in, you got to check them IDs too, man.
Hey, man, we about to run out of time. I got some things to do, so let's try to wrap this up a little bit.
You gotta check them at you gotta check them IDs though, man.
Yeah, fake IDs.
Yeah. And if you smart, man, you will know if this person too young when you conversating with them, man. Period. You can look at a person and tell by their demeanor. I don't care how old they act. Or people tell them, you act older than what you still gonna know. So
you know,
a lot of times dudes just they be so thirsty, they just looking at the body parts and they not really caring.
Got one of the highest rates of people who get their sentence overturned for that stuff though, man. So it's like
you gotta ask a broad nowadays a question that only an old broad could answer. You gotta ask a broad what's JJ
who played on different strokes.
Yeah, you gotta ask a broad what's JJ mama name.
Right.
Only an old broad gonna know that, my nigga.
That's a way, man.
Hey, but yeah, man.
Definitely feeling good to hear this, man. I'll be ready to shoot this movie on Tuesday, man. I just anything. Well, I already told them to check out Gangster Conversation 100 times, man. That's what we're doing. We're doing Hood Pass. We gotta. Man, you working on stuff together, man, that they don't even know about, man. That they finna see and see what it is. But you know,
man, we definitely gonna have to come on your show, man. I don't mind about being interviewed, man, because I like to answer. I like to answer questions instead of asking them.
Right. But you know, on our show, we don't really interview. We do what y'all do, man. We just chop it up and we get into it though, but more from the regular people. Like I try before we go. I want a lot of young niggas coming up to know. Look, the thugs is only a fraction of 2% of what society considered to be the scum of the earth. Right? The internet only give us 2% of what society has to offer.
Right.
You understand? So that means 98% of the regular people out in the real world living their life, man.
True story.
So don't let this shit be too much of your life, man. Get out in the world and live.
True story. Hey, do me a favor, Cali Pitts. Help us promote the way you promote. So at the end, what do you tell people? We tell them to hit like and subscribe and share, and they don't seem to care. So could you say it for us? Maybe they'll believe you. Maybe they'll listen to you.
I mean, it's like this. Don't talk to your people. Look, don't think nobody don't see that shit. Y'all hating. We see the hate. Like, niggas see that shit. Like, don't think y'all hiding. It's like you ain't throwing a rock and hide in your hand. We see that shit if you don't choose to do it. But I'm going to tell y'all this. It ain't about the people you know. It's about the people you don't know. Because we don't know enough people that's going to make us successful anyway. So it's all about the people we don't know.
Right.
So y'all hit the like and all that.
Hey, you see the microphone? It's been dropped.
Before we go, you know how we end our show. And if you don't know, we ask people, what's the hood? So we're going to ask you to give them the hood. What's the hood?
Live long and prosper.
No, I said, what's the hood? We need a hood. This is hood hierarchy. What's the hood?
Like, man, give me an example. Like, I ain't be catching.
What's your hood?
What's the hood?
What's the hood?
Oh, what's the hood?
Yeah.
Your hood.
Oh, man, y'all got to dig up your game, man.
We ain't got your game, baby.
No, man, just say the hood, man. You know,
gotta
man.
say South Central.
Y'all know what it is, man. East side of nothing, boy. It's your boy, Cali Pitts, South Central in the building, man.
Salute.